Okay, so let's see, last couple questions.
Okay.
Um, this one's from Wolfie.
Hmm.
Uh, what do you think of Doug's dismissal of the show
Of what show?
of MLP?
I don't think he dismissed it. I think he
Yeah,
just said, I'm not interested in it,
yeah, I
which
think
is
that's what
really
he said.
different.
Yeah,
He
that's what I think
actually,
too.
he actually gave a really big, that My Little Pony, that answer he gave on
On
Ask
his
That Guy.
yeah, it's
It
that
was
guy.
actually a really good answer. I'm more curious about where he found that, or even if he asked someone to write it.
Uh-huh.
Um, because it was a good answer, actually. I know he was kind of, playing it for laughs,
Yeah.
but I want to know who actually wrote it. One of the things you got to remember is that not everyone's going to be interested in your things. Um, and
Yeah.
I have a huge. Me and Doug have huge differences in tastes, basically. Um, and it's weird. Some of it doesn't match. For example, I really like the Doug series.
Mhm.
I really like the Doug series, and he likes Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of Ren and Stimpy. I sort of
I like
liked.
both.
I like. Well, I liked it sometimes. Ren and Stimpy was a little too wild for me at times. I like the Happy Happy Joy Joy song.
Mhm.
I've come to appreciate Ren and Stimpy more as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
At the time, I wasn't really into that.
And
I like the Rugrats and I like Doug. Another thing that's weird, and I got to bring this up in a review sometimes.
yeah.
Uh, um, in fact, I want to do an episode, an old versus new with Doug, where he and I we both discuss the Batman episode. Like there's the Batman the animated series, and then there's the Batman,
Yeah.
which I think a lot of people kind of put down on,
Mhm.
but for several reasons, I think it's a really good. I think it's a really good series. It's not the same as the Batman the animated series,
Yeah, nothing can
but
they're
but
close.
I don't think it falls very below. People kind of put it down and say, well, it's nowhere near it. I disagree. I think there are lot of things that make it a really good series, and I'd like to do an old versus new with him on that. Um, but to answer your question, I don't think it was a dismissal. I think it was just him saying, I'm not into it. I did a joke about it. I'm
Yeah.
not going to stand in your way and stop you from loving something you love.
Yeah.
But then again, please don't hound me about how I should love something because
Yeah.
that's the first step to if
To
you really want
saying
to
it.
if I ever meet Doug, if I ever like in the same room and he says, "Well, why do you like My Little Pony?" The first thing I'm going to show him is that Big Lebowski clip. I'm just going to say, "That's why I love it." And I
having
want
a
to see
rate
his reaction. I would love to see his reaction to it.
having an
Like,
R-rated movie and a little kid show reference.
yeah, that's the background pony I want to see actually talk. I want to hear him say, this aggression will not stand. Or have him like say, I forget how much money he needs in the movie, but I want to hear him say, I need 2,000 bits. You know, I need 2,000 apples.
And last question.
Mm-hmm.
Any advice to becoming a quote internet celebrity?
Uh,
I think of you as.
I wouldn't say internet celebrity. I'm sort of gaining notoriety. Um, Basically, to be an internet reviewer,
Yeah.
um, I'd say, first of all, pick something you love
Yeah.
because there's no way, like I said, the ability or the strength of the internet is the ability for anything to go viral. That said, just because you put something on the internet doesn't mean it will go viral. And it takes a while to build up an audience, build up what you're about. My suggestion, first of all, is to pick something you love, and because that'll help you stick with it. Pick something you're interested in. You do have to sort of think about how am I going to present what I love in an interesting way. The what do they call it? The caustic critic is sort of not cutting the mustard anymore. Yelling really loud about the stuff you hate
Yeah.
is not that's not bringing people in anymore. That isn't to say sort of doing what I do. I know a lot of people have this, the same complaint comes up about my show, is that I sort of talk too much about things in length. I give you too much information,
Hmm.
and some people don't think I add enough jokes. Um, that's probably true, but that's the way I have to roll. And I think you need to think about it that way. You need to do something you love, present it in the way you love it, but at the same time, do try to think about doing it in an interesting way that will get people to watch. I have one of the worst shows in terms of people just picking it up right off the bat. Because Doug said, when he got the same question, he said, make your show about something that everyone remembers and everyone, can respond to, like Power Rangers, Looney Tunes, space, all these things. What I sort of do is I say, well, yeah, there's those things, but here's all the stuff you missed the first time around. Some people aren't really interested in that. You don't know how many letters I've gotten saying that I never used to watch you until you featured this episode, and now I'll watch you all the time. And I say, oh, that's great. Now I just need to do that 100,000 more times, and I'll actually
Yeah,
get the audience that Doug has.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, do think about what you love, how you're going to present it, and will I reach enough people?
And this has been CR from thatguywiththeglasses.com. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you around.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, thanks for listening,
Yep.
guys.